He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
30 base. Copper!
2 yards on the pickup.
Check.
Morgan now looking to throw on second down. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, Jefferson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On third down, Jefferson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run on first down. Jefferson down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down and 4, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. And this one is right through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Hey, Echo!
Watch twins! Watch twins! Whip!
Go on!
Check it back! Kill, kill, kill.
Let's go.
On second down, Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Hey, I step up.
To throw is Morgan. From the gun, he'll throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 27. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Cello, there's a little lady.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
43. Let's get it. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
59. Mike 59. Check back, check back.
I don't need to.
I 7, let's go. Check 59, Mike.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes flush. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike. Yellow. Charge that little lady. Walk the curl. Attack.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And his kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
132 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot.
Back to throw. Morgan. Open man is Trey Burton. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Morgan on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Switch. Hey, Alpha. Go. Fight.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Fair.
Let's get off the field.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
General West. 5. Check.
Looking to throw. Morgan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That's his 14th interception on the season, and that number 14 ties the NFL single-season record.
Held by Dick Night Train Lane. Was that 1952?
52, more than a half-century ago.
And he's with the Rams that season, and believe it or not, it was his rookie year.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike 5-5. Not today, you are. Not today. Switch.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On third down, Jefferson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Fight.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man. It's Williams. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Focus.
Hey, Zoo.
2nd and 2. This one into the hands of Burton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the screen.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Hey,
Pick it up.
Hey, go.
Morgan operating from the gun. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ready? Check 26.
Protein spill.
Back. Hatchet. Showing up. Hey, alert 3.
Look. Squeeze.
Undercrunch.
On the ball.
On the ground, this is Williams. Hurdles over him and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Go.
Check nickel. Out.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
No chance.
Look at me. Zipper. Hard.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Come on, set. 30 base. Bridgestone, travel. Set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Texans send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check Mike 20.
Hey, Delta.
Check Mike 21. It's our field.
Get it.
Here's Morgan throwing to start the drive. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Here we go.
First down and 10 yards to go.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Charlie.
Get him. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Back to throw. Morgan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
22-jet bomber.
Smooth. Shift. Watch the shift. Check.
Hey, lock it.
49. Check 49. Shift.
Yo. Go. Big grip.
Morgan now. Going to throw again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark with touchdown number 12 on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
Hey, 57. Delta.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Coming.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second? Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Morgan. Catch made by Slayton. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Darius Slayton, 83 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again here with Mack. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Yellow. All right, 80.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
15.
Dude, fellas, let's go. Hey, pick your game up.
Mahomes now to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Jefferson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Now a carry for Mack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. looking to run with Mack. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Marlon Mack, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Morgan. From the gun, he'll throw. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Coming to you. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. He don't know no better.
Switch it. Go out.
SOS. Fine.
Now Morgan to throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And now this is either a fake or their coach is delusional or both here. And why the field goal team is still out there is beyond me. Time to reconsider after the delay. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Yellow. Let's go, team. Let's go.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Shark's got it left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Jacksonville.
Yellow. Start the line. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Mike Fox.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing now is Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. You draw quarter. Hey, box drop, box drop.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check. Crunch.
Hey, exit.
He's coming.
Get it ready.
Morgan throwing on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Max, box, light.
Back at the 34-yard line.
Now. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Morgan to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Mike 21.
Hey.
Watch the run.
Morgan now, throwing on 3rd and long. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart. A couple of first.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together Charles. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Yellow.
Mike, 55.
Hey, 43, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 6 there on first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Mahomes going to throw it here. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 56, Texans 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 30 yards. From the gun, Morgan. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Hey, 15.
Buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Go. Mike.
Color.
More big. Here we go. Mike's 5'9". Yeah. You don't want nothing.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 15.
Bravo.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The quick slant caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And that's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.